HarperCollins presents An Italian Scandal by Cecil Cameron, read by Madeleine Leslay. Garibaldi's Hymn. Come join them, come follow, O youth of our land. Come fling out our banner and marshal our band. Come with cold steel, come with hot fire. Come with the flame of Italia's desire. Begone from Italia, begone from us now. Stranger, begone, for this is our hour. Historical note. Before 1860, the Italian peninsula was made up of separate states. Apart from the liberal kingdom of Piedmont, the Austrians occupied the north, and the Spanish Bourbon king, Francis, ruled the Kingdom of Naples and the two Sicilies in the south. A campaign to liberate and unify Italy had been underway for decades, including the ill-fated revolution in Sicily of 1848. In May 1860, the scene was set for General Garibaldi with his famous red shirts to sail from Genoa to Sicily and join the Sicilian patriots in a final attempt to free the nation from foreign occupation and oppression. In Britain, Queen Victoria and her German consort, Prince Albert, reigned over a prosperous nation. The Industrial Revolution was at its height, creating wealth for a few and mass migration to the cities for many others. Society was divided between the very poor, the aristocracy, and a new middle class who followed a strict code of etiquette and propriety. Prologue. Palermo, Sicily, 1849. Sirocco! The Sirocco is coming! The word spread through the streets, and everywhere there was activity. Men scurried to and fro, clearing pavements and packing up goods on the open stalls. Boats in the harbour were secured, and the great doors of the cathedral shut and bolted. By the time the sun reached its peak, the busy squares and boulevards of Palermo were deserted, and the ancient capital still as a doomed city awaiting its fate. The Devil's Wind, they called it, and it brought with it madness and despair. Moaning and whistling against shuttered windows, the Sirocco rampaged in fury. Tiles were torn off roofs and rubbish tossed in the air. Barrels and crates were sent crashing against walls or spinning into the sea. Children cried, while the old took to their beds and waited for the tempesta to pass. Late in the afternoon, the sound of hooves on the cobbles brought a woman to her window. She made the sign against evil, as a lone horseman passed below. Only the devil would be abroad at such a time, and the rider looked like Satan himself going at such a pace. He was bent over the saddle, hat pulled down low, as he galloped down the narrow streets. On he went, past the naked statues of the Fountain of Shame, until he reached the old quarter of the city, where the alleys were narrow and steep. Flecks of lava flew from his horse's neck, but he spurred it on until he came to a palace high above the city. The horseman pulled up beside a barred gate. He dismounted and threw his hat and cloak across the saddle. Then he put his foot on the bar and hauled himself up. There was a gap at the top, and he squeezed through, dropping down on the other side. For a moment he stood, his gaze scanning the front of the house. Then he began to walk. Every few paces he glanced up to the balustrade running along the floor above until he found what he was looking for. A window, left unlocked by a careless servant, had blown open, its lace curtain billowing in the wind. The interloper climbed branches of wisteria, vaulted over the balustrade, and slipped into the house. Taking the scarf from his neck, he wiped the dust from his mouth. Hazy light caught his reflection in an old glass, revealing a face that was lean and hard. There was a deadly purpose in the blue eyes that looked back at him. He waited, listening in.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?